Support.
Is it potentially a Nivea support? No, well, yeah, a Nivea support.
So that's the final order.
Okay, I
So,
mean, I
damn.
like Nivea a lot against this comp because we are talking. I mean, bar Jarvan, it's straight line city. There is, yeah, nothing that they can do if Nivea just sets up in a choke point. They're gonna have to take a load of damage wandering through there and get walled off. But support is interesting, especially with Ophelios. There's not really too much there that. And if you can't do a whole lot if Jarvan jumps on him. Oh, they've got a Santa bot lane
I'm guessing
with the Braum and the
like
Jinx.
if Anivia places the wall correctly, she can even proc Glacial. What is going on? Okay, we need to turn off the
Does
chat.
stream have chat available?
Yeah, we need to turn off the chat, but I can still hear the noises, so I gotta.
Yeah.
How do I? What do I need to do? Make it go away.
Oh.
Oh, they stopped doing it, but like, can we not do that, please?
I mean, it was quite loud. I'm surprised how loud they managed to get the sounds to be. Ah, they're back.
Minions have spawned.
At least they're having fun, right?
Alright, I can turn the sound effects off, but that just turns all sound effects off, including the champion sound effects, so. I don't know.
I think we just pretend there's a metronome in the background going crazy or something.
I mean, once we get to laning phase, they will have to stop.
I don't know with this team sometimes.
Oh, you think they'll keep it going?
I think if there's a chance of any team keeping it going, it's Stellaron. If that makes sense. Alright, so it's looking pretty even off that first wave. Both junglers starting in their bot side. Are we going to see an early gank from the Zac? Should be quite cool. Oh, Garen getting level 2 and taking half of Mundo's health bar. And Nivea with that low base HP is taking a bit of a tonking.
Kind of surprised that Stellaron got level 2 advantage in the bot lane with this matchup.
See?
I'm not talking about the players, but like double range versus a melee support.
Oh.
Oh, hold on.
Ghost from the Aphelios.
That's the usual destination of Hawksbill, the bot lane. He ganks that lane first, and he's going to get
Oh, and he is going to get the kill.
Wow.
Oh, I thought the flash had just not quite got there.
He got 3 summoners off of that and a kill. That's crazy. He's not done yet, though.
Send it. Hawksbill not letting the voices win. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, you were saying about that early gank. Zac can definitely do it once he hits level 3. He doesn't need any more levels to make things happen. Like Elastic
But
Slingshot.
he has sacrificed his blue buff for it.
Yeah, that much is true.
Oh.
Sleepy Twink, he's not hovering to the right side.
Jarvan and Syndra.
Yeah.
And Zac, I mean, yeah, he did. We were right. He immediately purchased the Dark Seal. He got 350 gold and immediately based to get some stacks. I genuinely think we might need an intervention at some point. It's not healthy.
this patch, I guess, the
Hawksbill,
cope
if you're
is
watching this back.
the cope is Darkseal was buffed this patch, so more HP, like 10 more HP actually. Not a lot, but it's a buff.
I don't think reading the patch notes would make a difference to his purchasing habits. Honestly, at this point, they may as well just give him a Tesco club card, because he's gonna buy it anyway. If I were in this game, I would simply be a Darkseal salesman and base it around Hawksbill. Like Homer Simpson and hot dogs. He will send my kids to college.
Stellaron just taking a base, or not. They're trying to see if PlayBack pushes the wave back into them, but PlayBack is not budging right now. They're trying to push this wave very slowly.
Oh.
Oh, not level 6 yet, but you can already see that Garen versus Mundo trades this early into the game are going to be Garen favored pretty much all the time.
That's it. Garen having the Conqueror as well. I feel like there's probably more... I understand the Conqueror massively, but Phase Rush would definitely give him kill pressure, because Mundo's got no way bar flash of getting away from it. Just noticing that Garen has Ghost as well, so no TP. Oh. Big engages here. This should be a dead Syndra.
Oh!
No, unbelievably gets out.
That Scatter of a Week was
Well
good enough
played.
to hold them off. It was a good attempt from Stellaron, but they don't really get a kill from it.
Syndra having the TP as well really does not lose much. And that Garen passive just... Oh, he's flying up to full health. What the farm discrepancy is looking like. So we're getting a little bit of a lead in the bot lane, but after this wave it shouldn't be too much different. Yeah, gonna be basically even. About one wave ahead in the mid lane. Jungle, we are seeing a couple more camps from the Jarvan, but it's not like anything you'd be concerned about.
Yeah, that early gank from Hawksbill, level 3, that did relieve a lot of pressure from this lane, and that's why we're seeing the lane be, well, even in CS, but Aphelios is still ahead because of that kill. Like, a few hundred gold ahead, for sure. Just off with that first blood.
Jungler's going for their second buff rotation right now. Looks like the Zack's looking for a gank, but he does not know that that is warded. Oh, still, oh, interesting flash from Hawksbill.
Well,
I think that one went
yeah.
better in his head, but they traded.
Syndra
They
does not
traded,
have
so
2
it's fine.
stuns, unfortunately, so that could not have worked.
I mean, the amount of damage that Anivia takes from any skill shot, or even just auto attack, is huge. Just noticing Anivia rushed Boots of Swiftness.
I mean, if you're just going to be focusing on utility and nothing else, then maybe that is the play. Anivia is a very slow champion. I think one of the lowest...
Yeah, massive. And I guess that there's a fair few slows, you know. You don't want to be dying just so you get hit by a single Mundo Q or Jinx W.
Wow, that's a very early ultimate forced out from Shadeless there.
And that Garen already hurts. It's been so quickly just with Berserker's Greaves.
Yeah, that... Like, we're talking about the rune choices. Phase Rush definitely more useful, like, in the context of a whole game, but Conqueror, it really allows the Garen to just win a lot of these trades 1v1. He will continue to just keep winning, especially once he gets Stridebreaker. It should become even easier for him to do so. PlayBack actually going for his dragon. Stellaron looking like they want to try and steal this one away.
Yes.
Outlaw fails his EQ over the wall, and that will allow PlayBack to get the objective. But how much can they get
And then Hawksbill
from
is
this?
flashless.
Zac passive gets
Looks like to
procced.
go down here. They're going to give a kill to the Jinx. They are in... Oh no, Duke of Jamming gets it on the Orianna.
That's one or the other. The one kill
It was
traded.
an unfortunate EQ. I mean, it could have been a massively better situation if Jarman had made it over the wall there, but... PlayBack probably pretty happy with it, all things considered. Bar the summoners on the bot lane. They lost a lot for it, but how much are they going to lose here in the mid lane with the Herald dropping? On a cannon wave as well.
Stellaron looking to make the most out of a situation. Like, Outlaw could still punish the bot lane very soon with his Cataclysm coming off of cooldown. PlayBack did burn a whole
Definitely,
lot.
like, if there's
just to get
anything you
this.
don't want to be, it's a flashless Aphelios Anivia lane with a Jarvan ult coming at you. Because a Jarvan's wall is slightly more scary in that situation. Leandri's purchased for the Orianna, so getting that kill there is a little bit of an advantage that is gonna hurt. I mean, Leandri's has potential to do some silly damage this game as well. Purely just on, like, you know, the Garen, Zac. Even if they didn't hit anyone else, that's a lot of HP. Some
Yeah,
beefy boys.
Leandri's makes sense for both mid laners for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll have to wait for the next dragon to see anything serious happen on the map. Although, as I say that, I mean, Momo Devluke is finishing his clear towards bot lane, and now there's a gank happening mid, so I may have spoken too soon.
Duke of Jamming. Oh, the ult just doesn't go off.
Duke of Jamming
Min.
is like a few seconds away from getting that flashback up, so the timing from PlayBack was superb to try and get that kill before it comes up.
Where I'm looking at it, in those sort of situations there, I'm wanting the bot lane of Stellaron to be a little bit more aggressive.
PlayBack spot the Jarvan as well, so 2 wins in the mid lane and in the bot lane.
And now the Zac is looking down.
Oh,
That's damage. Ooh,
that alone forces out
Dark's
the
in on
wall
the Syndra as
and the
well.
flash.
Zac looking to go mid. As Syndra makes her way back. Still without the full item, but she does have boots advantage over the Orianna. Syndra without the ult as well. Don't know if they'd have enough damage to straight up kill Orianna, but they can definitely reforce that flash. Ooh, big ult coming in
here
from
we go.
Braum. As
Fine
Jarvan
here.
sends it.
Still flashless. First kill goes on to Momo Devluke.
Syndra TP's down, but oh, the Anivia just enough HP
Ooh.
to not pop her passive.
That's like,
I've just realized that they have both Zac and Anivia passives this game, so if you're gonna kill him, you gotta kill him twice. Oh,
he wants to go
that's
for...
an
Oh,
unfortunate death. And that one feels like it hurt more mentally than it did in terms of the game.
You saw those missing pings. Those were from Stellaron. I don't think one of the other guys was quite unhappy with the decision to recall in that mid brush.
Was it someone else or was it Granny Spanner?
Well, Momo Devluke is not done yet.
Jarvan's flash is gone. I mean, the Anivia pick's paying off pretty well so far.
No silence from Garen, so Orianna manages to flash away from this. But yeah, we're seeing what play.
Oh,
Oh,
the ult
hold
goes
on.
wide, and that's gonna be a
no,
Garen
done.
ult. That's
The timing on that flash was really good from Yusuf there.
completely dodging the Orianna ult. Jukajamin thought he could grab the solo kill there, but Garen said no.
Cheeky stun over the wall.
I mean, this Anivia skin may have to join the ban list because I think that Q is pretty hard to spot. And that is going to be our first turret of the game. Hawksbill being toxic in all chat. Who let this man get an ego that large? I say man, child.
I think the answer to that is all of UNL, because he hasn't really been losing all that much recently. I mean, even in solo queue, recently he managed to get master, so yeah, he's riding a big high right now.
It's crazy how close to 120 points he's going to be next UNL season.
Oh, Stellaron are here, ready and waiting before this dragon is coming up.
Oh, big send on Zach. He's flashed this as
They
well.
interrupt the slingshot. They're just going
Passive
to get him.
pops. Who's gonna grab the kill? Going to the job, and I feel like Granny Spanner on this Jinx is gonna be pretty upset by this point because that's 2 kills that look like they were going Granny Spanner's way that just haven't. This should be a free dragon, bar any Anivia hijinks.
Oh.
Close enough.
The Flash Frost comes out from Anivia, but that was not really close to stealing that one away. So the Mountain Soul is going to be the soul of this game. I think probably... Actually, I can't really say which team favors the soul more. Oh, really good stun.
That's a dead Orianna. I don't think they expected the knock-up to actually hit the Orianna there from the flag and drag. Is Mundo not kind of tempted to fight there?
Could have tried it. But, yeah, Garen
And I know you don't
himself
want to
is
take
quite
the
tanky.
risks at this point, but...
Passive procced into more
Pop your
CC,
ult.
the slow.
And Mundo's gonna waddle out there. On his way to his Central London finance job. Before running club at the weekend. I feel like Mundo's more of a rowing club type of guy.
That wall.
I could tell Granny Spanner was tempted to flash the wall there, but... Is that a desperation move that doesn't need to come out yet?
I mean, yeah, you gotta be saving your flash versus a comp like this. The moment you use it for any kind of purpose, you automatically become Zach's most juicy target. Not that you are not a juicy target, but it's even more pronounced once you don't have that flash. Both Orianna and Vajinx are, like, have to be really careful.
That deep ward providing a lot of value to PlayBack here because they saw Orianna go in and come out. Oh.
Oh no. The idea was really good. Like, Gardevoir was staying out of PlayBack's vision, but the skill shots just didn't land.
Anivia Flash is down though, but Zac and Jarvan are both it. Oh, that should be an Anivia passive proc.
Just straight up free
Get
free.
excited, Jinx.
Jinx gets the reset.
TP
That
coming
should
in from
favor
Orianna.
Stellaron.
Oh. Duke.
PlayBack wants to keep
Yeah,
going,
they
but
coming in.
Shockwave only hits Syndra.
Granny Spanner with the
Oh, it did
resets.
Really
One
clutch
more
Cataclysm.
also. God of War is gonna go down, but gets the shutdown. I mean, if you're gonna give the shutdown to anyone, you're pretty happy it's Braum and getting his flash and kill for it as well. There is the turret down as well. Pretty good all round from Stellaron there. Garen is going to try and grab something mid, but I don't know how much is actually realistic.
The crucial part of that... Oh, hold
Bending
on.
it.
The stopwatch comes out. Well, that's going to be
Anivia's
it.
Ignite goes. Garen is on a journey. Don't think he's going to get there in time.
He really wants to get a pick, but there's a tower there.
Maybe they think Granny Span is going to be recalling in a bush again. Yeah, Jinx and Jarvan both are shutdowns now. Hawksbill struggling to impact this game in the same way he has been all season. Have the jungle changes finally broken him?
Well, we'll see in the next game.
I think Stellaron might be indicating they're moving to the mid lane, as by the 25 pings, all saying on their way. You know, normally when you play with some of these guys, you just expect the bait ping.
What I definitely want to point out is PlayBack. They had that initial attempt to try and turn around the fight, but the CC just didn't really land. But afterwards, they just kept going, and, you know, you can't really just allow Jinx to get the reset, because once she does so, she just wins the fight automatically. But hold on. That's just a kill!
Granny Spanner. I don't really know what happened there.
That was
Big
wow.
engage from Hawksbill on the Zac.
Big CC chain. Zac is all alone right now. No member of PlayBack is actually doing any damage to the Stellaron jungler. Right before the dragon,
We have
Jinx is still...
little argument going on in all chat as well while this fight goes on.
Oh
Garen
my goodness, the flash!
just flying in.
PlayBack are really...
That champ doesn't need phase rush. I was so wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Stride Breaker is enough.
Oh my... Look, I'm sorry? What is that, man?
That's Garen.
Like...
That's just Garen, man.
How can they permit that existence?
Yeah,
Like...
PlayBack is just really good at abusing the flashless carries on the other team. Like, it has to be said, pretty much every single time they know Flash is down, they will just hard commit to it, and they will just play out the fight very well. Or even, like, those individual moments where Sleepy Twig just unloads his whole kit. Like, just lands his skill shots all of a sudden, like... Syndra
There are
has that
some
kind of power.
things in this life that are an affront to existence. And when God sings with his creations, Garen will not be invited to the choir. That is... How can it just do that? And even then the ult range on the Jarvan under the turret, like, I thought he'd misclick to start with. How is that legal?
He's building towards that dead man's plate next to. He's going to be even faster. All of his items are going to grant movement speed.
I mean, this Garen's going to be a problem. They've been saying this all season as well. I mean, Yusef's Garen is scary. It just hits a point, something like something like that moment has happened every single game.
What I like about his playstyle is that he sometimes chooses unusual timers to, like, move somewhere and get things done. Like, he can play with silent, but he doesn't have to. But oh,
It's a good stopwatch, but it's not going to be
yeah,
enough.
that's both Hourglass and Flash burned in that spot. Sleepy Twink just kind of toying with both carries of PlayBack. Here comes the Garen again.
I think we're approaching that time of the day where Sleepy Twink is in their head rent-free. And Momo Deviluk is going to manage to flag and drag out, getting the Marcian Justice out the way as well. I feel like I want to see a bit more of an impact from the Mundo here. Because Garen is just impacting the map on a different level to anything that Mundo's done so far.
Yeah, he's just been catching waves in the side lane. We haven't really seen him in those neutral objective fights at all. He doesn't have...
You know, if I wanted to just see someone catch waves, I'd go to the beach where there are surfers.
He doesn't have hard steel stacks yet. 25 minutes into the game. Like, if you're going to build this item, you need to be more active when it comes to, like, trying to find those trade opportunities.
He's on 0 stacks. Oh,
yep.
Baby,
that's
that
what
good.
the tooltip is telling me.
That ain't good. I mean, I can't remember seeing Mundo hit anyone.
It also didn't help that he didn't rush the item. He went for Sunfire first. Yeah, but okay, there is still time to, like, be a presence in a fight. Stellaron, only a little bit more than 2,000 gold behind. They can still win team fights if they get the right setup. The flash on Jinx is back up. The cleanse is there as well. Oh, well, that's
Flash on Jinx is not back up now.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, Mundo's gonna be there. I at least want to see Mundo stood by Jinx to try and deter it. It probably doesn't because PlayBack are like pretty nuts in like a not good way, like borderline insane.
I don't fault Granny's banner there for using his flash preemptively. I think, you know, it's much better to do that rather than just die before, because he used it too late, but okay.
Momo Deviluk engaging and Garen just flying. Why is Garen that quick? Does anyone actually know?
He's going back in, and so is Vizak.
Yusuf's spinning on him, and this could be a penta.
What is going on? Like, the backline just got obliterated by the Garen and Vizak, and there was no answer to that.
I mean, Zach was definitely a supporting act there. This could be game.
It's just like that. Yeah. Like, Stellaron, like, they were keeping pace for most of this game, but, like, that, like, Yusuf just, at some point, decided, you know what? This game is over.
I mean, Stellaron, at the point that Garen decided he was going to, like, enter the rest of the map, Stellaron were ahead. And at that point, like, Syndra started picking up a couple kills and scaling as well, and it just absolutely ran away from Stellaron almost on the spot. And Tom Kench, Malphite
wait a
mid?
second.
Malphite mid.
We're cooking something different this game.
Your Neferi's terrified. Duke of Jamming's on fire. Okay, there's a lot of weight on this Xayah to survive and do damage, but
yeah,
if they can, I'd be pretty happy with that if I'm...
Yeah, and we haven't talked about, like, the brand of Malphite that we would see this game. And he took Summon Airy, which leads me to believe this is AP? I feel like we've seen this one before.
I mean, I would get it if they thought they didn't have enough damage. Maybe they don't. Especially once the elite starts to fall off. But the The Rakan W just missing. Yeah, I really like the Rakan pick here, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it.
Minions have spawned.
You know, Guardworld getting onto one of these supports that he can roam on and do what he likes.
Amdip running this Maokai Comet setup, which will be very annoying in lane. Just throw a sapling in the brush and walk away. And then
I hate that champion.
Do it all over again.
Maokai is just a freak of nature. It shouldn't be allowed to exist in its current state.
Literally and figuratively.
I don't know, I wasn't smart enough to do both at the same time.
Oh, I thought that's what you were going for with that.
No, I just don't like him because he's an annoying little tree.
Yeah, he has been strong for a long time.
And he's strong like everywhere. You throw build IE on him and still be good. Stick in bot lane. Ah, he's been strong for so long because he's evergreen. I still don't know what Neferi's abilities do, so I'm gonna need you to help me out on that one.
Well, he's
Like, there's a lot
actually
going
quite
on with that
simple. Like, most of her damage lies in the Q. Like, she throws out one
Is that
dagger.
Is that the Evelyn one? That thing.
Yeah. Like, 2 daggers in quick succession. If she lands both, she gets a lot of extra damage. So most of her combos rely on trying to proc those double daggers, but now Yusuf, he's gonna have to flash here.
Oh!
Ooh. That
The
prediction.
double flash.
That prediction was close to actually working out, but I don't know if Stellaron had the damage to finish him off under tower. Oh, as I say that,
should be a dead Zaya.
No. Ooh, Stellaron dying so early in the lane does not bode well.
Hawksbill up a level. Are we gonna get a little 3v3 skirmish here?
Renekton is ready on the flank. Tom Kench going in, but it's Elise that gets focused down so quickly.
Will Hawksbill go down?
Probably.
He's healing.
No, he won't. The drain.
Jukin jamming. Picks it up with the Q.
Probably
Oh,
a
that's gonna be
2-for-1.
a kill
Yep.
onto Neferi as well.
Wow. This is not a good start for Stellaron. They get
It's not started great.
a kill on Malphite. Not sure how much that is worth. I feel like Neferi getting the serrated Dirk, like TPing straight back to lane, that's going to... Well, actually, okay, Malphite with those double buffs, he should be able to trade back quite nicely.
I mean, ow. Neferi
Okay,
hurts.
that still hurts. Both junglers ready and waiting. Remember Devil waiting for that counter gank.
Wait for the engage.
Nice stun! Onto the
big-
Neferi. Really well done.
From
Might just get 2.
Hawksbill sucking on him, but at least picks up the kill again. So I don't know, much better. Hawksbill sucks, literally and figuratively. No, I'm just joshing around. Yeah, really nice counter gank by Moment Deviluk on that one. Patient, waiting for the Neferi to jump in before unloading the full combo. Ooh. The root comes off. That's another champ that I still don't know what they do. I know he's old now, but like, there are so many guns.
There are like specific combinations that work really well, but like in like the most TLDR answer I can give is like green is sniper, blue is AoE, purple is root slash slow, white is uh white is the most DPS theoretically. White is the
Is that the like, the fast
yeah
one?
the shurikens, yeah, and
Yeah.
then red is sustain.
That's right. I live in London. I'm pretty used to that one.
The shurikens.
And, like realistically, look, they're just fancier knives, aren't they? Renekton's starting to hurt with his big Kindle gem. I'm actually quite upset with Yusef for that. You said me you're gonna lock Renekton and rush HP. Oh,
Oh, big bro.
big from Juka jamming. The unstoppable force flying down to the bot lane.
That is one way to help
He's
your
going
bot
A.
lane.
I mean, it could be a pretty sad time. Oh. Could be a pretty sad time for Time Gear and Aphelios later on when you've got a Malphite with a few kills flying at your head every team fight. Ottawa is building up his confidence. He's looking to engage soon, I can feel it. I mean, Yusef and his Renekton are in dangerous territory here. If he ease in and Shadeless can get full stacks for a little turret slap.
Oxbow has the level 6 advantage here. Stellaron coming in once again from the Malphite, but I feel like PlayBack was not afraid. They want to take this fight.
Not afraid in the slightest. Granny Spanner not being level 6 is pretty huge here.
They have the push going,
mean,
they will just start this. Oh.
Eat him.
Hold
Eat
on.
him.
Oh!
Oh.
He had the full stacks though.
Oh. Big send.
Now he's going back in, but yeah, Yusuf
The Q's
won't
gonna be
get
up
baited
soon,
by
though.
that.
Cut him off.
Oh!
The big prediction from Momo Deviluk. That is nice.
He does it again!
And Hawksbill, it was in. Ooh, Hawksbill ulting bot lane and not getting anything for it. But, oh no, you know, he got Zaya sums. QPR 2023 second time. This poor man. End his suffering.
Well, PlayBack's time to get some kills on the board.
Jacob jamming
Oh.
ults out. Ult for Ignite on that one. But it's only a Maokai Ignite, it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh no, Maokai flashed as well, did he? I missed that. I must be tripping.
Stellaron's jungle mid, they are doing work, but if you look at the gold and it's still pretty much in
Nice
PlayBack's favor
slide out
bot
from
lane.
Yusuf.
That,
But
that should be a kill.
you can see a bit of a CC chain here. Maybe Devlik struggling to get full damage across through the minion wave. Munch it on him, and that's going to be a dead crocodile. Oh, he gonna be a Birkin by the morning.
Yep, another kill for the top lane. But I don't know how
Shutdown
much it
on
is
the
actually
mid-jungle.
worth. Like, they could kill Renekton, like, maybe even 2 or 3 more times, but how does that really
The champ will
progress the
still do
game?
the same thing. Yeah, and Renekton will still do the exact same thing. If anything, it means he loses less by side laning. But it's good to get that little bit of gold back onto them. I'd really like to see something happen bot here for Stellaron, because right now they're starting to
That's... Okay. Don't want to
Oh.
commit too hard. Oh!
Chico jamming.
burst.
Oh,
They will get him. Yeah, they will finish him off. Nice 2v2 action from Stellaron. Another kill. Here we go, 2v2. Root onto the support, and they will most likely get the Zaya as well. Ouch.
that's a double. It's unlucky with the Maokai. I mean, the Maokai into Rakan pick, really good, but if you can do that and follow the E.
Yeah, like I said before.
I mean, this playback bot lane is really starting to get a bit of a lead on. I mean, we're up what, nearly 30 farm and 2 kills
Yes.
between ADCs.
Stellaron's 1 win condition is not in a place where the team wants it to be. So I'm not sure what kind of strategy they're going to choose before this dragon spawns. They
I mean,
still have
it's
a
pretty
Malphite.
simple in my eyes now. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty simple. Just get a 5-man Malphite ult every team fight. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's child's play. just press R on
Just
their
do
whole
it.
team.
Oh, Hawksbill gonna take a lot of damage here. Oh. The Unstoppable Force not quite up at that time, but it is now. So he's got no camps to heal off either. He's gonna have to run to his walls, and this dragon is about to spawn. No TP for Yusuf, but there is one for Shadeless on its Tom.
Stellaron's bot lane may be behind, but like as long as Stellaron can control vision around the dragon area, they can still make PlayBack play scared when it comes to this objective.
That's it. And Yusuf on his Renekton can't
Oh.
threaten TP the same
It's a
way.
4-man in the bot lane.
Oh. Big ol' hit from
Malphite doesn't
Maokai.
hit the Aphelios,
Time
but it
gear
doesn't
needs to
matter.
go down soon. A big, I mean, Hawksbill going top to drop that Herald and grab the first turret here, but can they keep it alive to get another charge? I think maybe they could have. One and one on the dragons now. What map are we gonna get? Cloud
There's
Soul.
Cloud.
I mean, everyone seems to hate Cloud Soul and think it's awful, but I really like it. I'm a Cloud Soul enjoyer.
I mean, seeing how these teamfights are likely to play out, I think Cloud Soul will be more beneficial to Stellaron. But okay, hold on, there might be a pick. Nice
This
knock up.
should be a dead Maokai.
One more
It
auto.
feels like.
Oh, that's a cleanse. Thankfully, it's 4 minutes until the next dragon, so it's not like Stellaron needs to fight for anything right now, but... Oh boy. Well, they don't need to land the cocoon if they have that much damage. The Malphite R is all they need. And yeah, the squishies on the side of PlayBack are just getting abused right now. The Fury can't really... Well, she can buy stopwatch, but... anything more than that? Probably not. Maybe we can see, like, a Maw of Malmortius later down the line, but it's probably not going to be the second item. It's kind of hard for Neferi and Aphelios to itemize against this, like, really bursty jungle mid that they have going on. Oh, the TP forces out Sleepy Twing's ultimate. Just straight up answering that with another teleport.
Apologies, I had to run away from my desk for a second there, but
At this point, I would probably just prefer Malphite to really value his teleport a lot more, because his flanks later down the line could be very useful for his team. Like, he's pretty much just... he's sent out on a kamikaze mission pretty much every single team fight. He's not there to tank, he's just there to find the backline and just dispose of them. And that's it. Well, that's how you can do it, but they don't get the burst quite down because the Elise damage didn't land. And the Elise has nowhere to go either. Just 2 straight kills for PlayBack.
and 2 shutdowns on the Renekton. He's going to be a pain in that side lane going on.
Went too hard trying to get that done.
I think
now...
even further. Oh!
Okay, a little
I mean,
bit.
Gardevoir pulling something out of the bag there, really. But they are going to look for this Xayah.
Yeah, that being said, they still... Am I supposed to see all these fiddlesticks icons on my map? I feel like that's a bug. I'm seeing 5 fiddlesticks icons, including the...
No, I've got the same thing.
Yeah. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Or maybe we've only just found out how Hawksbill's been able to be so effective this season.
Multiple timelines?
Converging Bill.
Looking for a pick before Dragon once again. In PlayBack, if you look at their Fog of War, they don't really have vision approaching this, so... kind of going in blind, seeing what they can do. Hawksbill can ult in, but is he going to have follow-up from his team?
He's...
Oh, great knockup!
Fantastic interruption from Gardevoir.
Stops him just in time and the team fight starts.
The split. The Xayah is...
Okay, Malphite onto the backline, but it's PlayBack still winning the fight because there's no follow-up on the Unstoppable Force. Malphite does not have enough burst in the tank.
Maokai, I don't think you want that fight, little bro.
And, wow, the DOT actually finishes him off, and Malphite, yep, he has nowhere to go. And Yusuf, after a dodgy early game, is now on a rampage, 4 kills straight in these fights, proving to be a very useful champion. I mean, this Renekton pick, it's never not useful. As long as you get the basics down, it's like he's just there to be a big bruiser in the team fights. he's going to do his job. Like, his usefulness, I would value it a lot higher than a Tahm Kench, who can only really do one thing well. Oh.
Oh. Protecting should die here.
A bridge too far for Yusuf, but he baits Stellaron into an engage that PlayBack was ready. Capitalize right there.
I mean,
Ow.
we spoke earlier about how PlayBack are so quick to respond to things, but I don't know how they got out of that situation in a better off. Also, is Renekton not a crocodile in this skin?
He should be.
But it just looks like a regular ass dude in a suit. But anyway, the Baron is 3k HP.
Duke of jamming.
Oh, Duke of jamming.
He's going for the steal! Oh my god! He gets it!
Duke of jamming! I'm a loss for words. Duke of jamming. I thought he wasn't even going to be able to make it into the pit before he died, and he's managed to steal the Baron.
The last breath of hope for Stellaron in this series. It comes with that Baron steal. But, man, there's got to be so much more that Stellaron will have to do in the next 5 to 10 minutes. You look at Xayah, she's really not ready to carry the team fights on her own. At least in Malphite, their damage is already falling off. A lot more needs to happen in a positive sense for Stellaron. This Baron buff is a very good start because that definitely will delay PlayBack for a long time. But what happens
Xayah
after?
needs a bit more time to scale. But Duke of Jamming may have just bought them some of that time needed.
Oh, Fiddlestick's ult actually fears the Xayah. If ever Storm is there.
Malphite's TP comes in. The Fury's staying in the bot lane.
I mean, Stellaron needs to do everything in their power to find Xayah avenues to farm. That's pretty much all there is to it. But right now there's like 3 members standing awkwardly in mid. I mean, I guess they are waiting for the wave to arrive, but after this they need to make sure that Xayah is funneled as many resources as she can get.
Fiddlesticks with the Magi Soul Stealer. 10 stacks on it. 2 games in a row. Someone needs to stop Hawksbill. But Xayah has picked up the Navori Quickblades now. So. Mythic in the bag.
Yeah, that's a very important step for Stellaron. Oh, he's going for it again, but no cleanse this time. Hawksbill were standing in the exact same spot as last time, and he still gets the pick. I don't understand. You can't keep getting away with it.
And
now we're gonna try.
And it was...
Aw.
Was it warded?
It wasn't.
It feels...
Wait, no, there is a... Yeah, that's Stellaron's ward. He was standing right next to that brush.
Granny's banner just can't have been expecting the damage. I guess. Well, first strike damage coming out from Fiddlesticks as well. This is going to put PlayBack onto Soul Point. I mean, it's only a 5k gold lead.
Uh-oh.
I know how easy it is to say, oh.
Stellaron have to be careful about this. They need to disengage before they get caught out.
Here.
Well, the Tahm Kench looks like he's dead to rights here. Like, he can spit out Viafelios for like 300 damage, but that's about it.
Yusuf on the Renekton causing pain.
Oh no, not again.
And, yeah. This looks like it could be game. I know. They're surviving on small bits of HP, but this lead is now just increasing. It's 6k.
Feels like it just doesn't matter if it's Zac or if it's Fiddlesticks. PlayBack just find the picks they need, like, to push the state of the game. Obviously, these champions are really good at exploiting, like, the gaps in vision. The ultimate from Fiddlesticks and the elastic slingshot. Like, that's a lot of range that these champions can cover. That means it's harder to ward against them as well, but... yeah, it's just... feels like Stellaron just don't feel like they are playing around it well enough to have a chance in this game.
Stellaron feel like they're not enjoying this game. They're not enjoying their League of Legends right now. Whereas PlayBack look like they're having fun. And I know that doesn't decide like who wins or loses, but it definitely makes the game so much more playable.
Oh. Protobelt hits
Malphite
nothing, but it... wow. The base damage on that ability.
Energize.
So ridiculous. And that's a pick onto the Elise right before Baron spawns. That's just going to be playbacks.
Okay. Tom Kench looking to get one back.
Oh.
Close
That's
but no
just...
cigar.
that's just champion diff, I'm afraid. This Tom Kench guy, he's trying to make stuff happen, but like I'm afraid Renekton has received a little bit too much help from the Riot Balance team recently. Oh, maybe. No, the Gale Force gets Time Gear away. It's just going to be, well, okay, they forced the flash. That is something. Oh, an unstoppable force.
Time Gear.
Right onto Time Gear. They're going to get him. And the teleport from Yusuf.
Renekton TV.
Oh, he's going to survive for a long time. He's right onto the Zaya. Not enough damage to finish that off, but... oh! The knockup stops the Crow Storm. But look at the Fiddlesticks just standing in the middle of Stellaron. Along with Neferi, they still have more than enough damage to turn this fight around. Yeah, that's just gold. That's just the gold lead on this mid laner plus the jungler just showing itself. Almost 10,000
I might like to
gold
see a
up.
Bramble Vest somewhere. Like, Tom Kench Bramble Vest would have been nice.
Yeah, that is... I think that is a pretty good item to just rush for a tank in any Renekton matchup.
Big engage with the Unstoppable Force. But is Malko just gonna...
Oh, man. He's gonna die here, surely.
Surely. Zaya with the big shutdown. And the double.
Unfortunately, Fiddlesticks still has 15 stacks left.
I mean, that's...
Did he just buy Shadow Flame?
I think, yeah.
So he just had Shadow Flame in base. Like, this depravity from the playback jungler has to be stopped at some point, man.
He's... It's so illegal. I feel like Zaya could could have a knight on my base here. Sorry, Sleepy Twink is going to milk a cow. I mean, if we're looking for a potential turning point to give these guys a fighting chance, that Juka jamming Baron still has to be the highlight.
Yeah, I think if not for that, we could have been looking at a post-game screen already.
I mean, I think it would have been a matter of minutes after the
I feel like
after the Baron itself.
if I'm Duke of jamming on this Mel fight, how much do I care about surviving after I blow my whole combo? Like, I'm just debating on this Hourglass purchase. It's like the same rationale I have with Kennen. Like, for Kennen, in certain spots, it's just more valuable to get more damage. Because you're diving in, and you're trying to get as much burst down as possible, and what happens after just... it doesn't matter whatsoever. Like, you're already committed to this one role in the fight. I feel like Hourglass just makes you do less damage at maybe like the small maybe advantage you can get in the fight. Maybe you get away after you blow your combo, but if you survive at like 10% HP, you're not really useful anyway. Kind of my take on the situation.
Are we seeing the Baron threat? I mean, Renekton's down bot with no TP. But do Stellaron know this?
Zaya's curving quite nicely with these items.
M-dib on the Maokai, having to flash out.
Oh, Hawksbill going in.
Hawksbill.
Good Hourglass. Stop from as the... Oh, great Proto Belt as well. They're trying so hard to kill the jungler. Oh, wait a second. Actually, Granny Spanner turns that around. Wait. Oh,
Renekton
no.
is large.
Buzzkill. Here comes the Fed top laner with Spear Shojin. Goodbye, world. He's 1v3ing it up in the backline, and that's pretty much game over.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Renekton is just a dude. I'm sure I can see a little like head. Gonna zoom in on him.
He's just cyberized, but he's still a croc.
No, I think it's a dude. In like a suit. There's a dude in there.
I mean, maybe you're right. He's still alive. Poor drinker. Yep. He's actually gonna get away. This champ, man.
That's disgusting.
No! Ugh. What the fuck?
I mean, at what point do we say that stop saying it's the champions and say it's Yusef, the escape artist?
I don't know. Maybe it's Yusuf, but I do hold like both Garen and Renekton in high regard on this patch. I feel like both champions are really strong. Okay. Important pick for Stellaron. We're going straight onto the Baron. But can they
Still
secure
dying,
it?
but still appearing on the map twice. Is that a Philios backdoor?
Uh-oh. Well.
Maokai's route goes through.
Another teleport. They're putting both teleports just to defend the base. Sleepy Twink coming in.
Dies,
They can't stop the Aphelios from ending this game. They're on to the Baron, but they still have to Oh!
Okay,
No!
Sapling kills.
The Xayah
the
gets
Xayah.
killed too. That's just game.
Is Time Gear like? Why would you ever go for